Hello everybody and welcome to this playthrough for Master Division with various wins for the Sierra Plateau in the Sunset Ruins tournament here in Golf Clash the game. Before we take a closer look at all the content, make sure that you do hit the thumbs up button, also subscribe to the channel and turn on the notifications. For those of you that are looking to improve your game even more, scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly via the link in the description down below called patreon.com/golfclashtommy and sign up for any of our premium guides. Follow the info box on the right hand side for the club distance adjustment, elevation adjustment, also what ball and club type I suggest you to play with. Have in mind that those are all suggestions and you don't have to follow it if you don't want to, but there is always a plan behind it. So let's go to hole number 1. On the drive here on hole number 1, starting with a P0 ball and a puck in NMT, moving rings left, moving one ring left, this to allow to be able to hit great right, otherwise you can't do that, you will clip the rough. 7 top spin, 3 left spin, and then we are making an adjustment that is max plus 20 P0, 1-to-1 with a puck 8. Center the ball and hit perfect, and we're looking to get to around 365 yards. Have in mind that playing with 1159 risks getting a little glitch throw, and that's not something we do want to have, because that will obviously throw off the drive distance, and that will make the second shot being slightly different than what we do want. We want dead bounces like that to once again around 365 yards. You can play with any power 1 plus ball, side spin 3, win 5. On the second shot we are going to do a top blue ring fringe check, where the fringe meets the fairway ball guideline to go over the pin, and with this drive is gonna be consistently around +2 and +3, or at least that was for me. 4 and 1 click top spin and 3 right spin, so simple spins, bullseye by the edge of the rough line with ball guideline through the hole. Then we are turning around here and looking at our wind angle. You can see that in the distance I'm looking at the big tree. I'm also looking at the sign to the right as my reference point. Here we are making an adjustment that is from +2 and +3. We use 64% slider, minus 15% elevation, P1 numbers, and we're pulling from the clearing. And in this wind angle particular, we're doing no tweaks whatsoever. So we just center the ball, hit perfect, and we hope for the best. You can see there that we are playing through that bush, and that's, I mean, totally fine. Rolls down the green, dropping dead center for the eagle here on hole number 1. Get the best guides on the market for the Spring Major Tournament Pro Expert and Master Division on patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Link in the description down below. On hole number 2, we are going to start with the quarterback and a P5 ball in absolute minimum distance. We're going to have the white ring completely inside the tree, so it is important that you turn the screen around to set it up with this angle. Now, the spins looks extremely difficult to replicate, but it's what I would like to call a max situation. Meaning that you're setting 4.5 backspin and as much right spin that you can with that, and that's the spins that you're going to go with. Adjust this 1-to-1. And once we have adjusted here, we are going to do circle break on the power and tweaks from there. This is the angle where we're going to call for 2 clicks of right curl. And so we're going to center the ball, then we move up to the circle break, and we add 2 clicks of right to that. The tree there in the center is definitely an awkward thing for us, but we managed to get around that in that way, and we're dropping it dead center for the hole-in-one on hole number 2. Get our guide on patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Use the link in the video description down below. On the drive, we start with a QB and P1 ball in NMT. All the top spin with quarterback, which is 5 top spin and 2 left spin. Then we're swapping to a puck and sniper bag. Adjust max plus 20 P0, 1-to-1 with a puck 8. And then we're gonna go a circle drop over power in the end. We're looking to get close to the rough, but this, I mean, I just wanted to specify this because it looks closer than what it actually is. You can see here that the ball rolls down the fairway, And when it comes here to the end, it do trail right. So it's actually, even though it looks very close, it is not as close as it looks, because it trails right and there is a couple of yards left to play there. However though, if you do want to play with a P2 or P3 ball, you can always reduce the topspin slightly, like do 4.9 topspin instead of the 5 topspin, and allow for a little bit more room. P1 ball, we recommend to keep the topspin, because otherwise there is a risk that you are a little bit short on the approach. For the second shot here on hole number 3, we're going to go with 4 topspin. So you can see here now that I'm moving slowly up towards the 4 mark. Obviously you don't have to do that slow. I'm looking to have the yellow ring to be by the rough line, ball guideline to go just through the hole. As the drive is very consistent, the ball guideline will be approximately 1 green square through the hole all the time with the yellow ring by the rough line. But if you happen to be completely off with the ball guideline, don't be afraid of respinning. It is more important to keep the landing spot, because it's from there we're judging the wind angle as well on the approach. Now, we're going to play 100% slider, so max club, minus 15% elevation P1 numbers. And that is from +3 and +4. This is the no tweak angle, so we're just gonna center the ball and hit perfect. And you can see we clipped rough nicely, and it rolls down towards the pin, and it looks like it's gonna drop short, but it always has good speed, hitting dead center for the albatross here in hole number 3. Hole number 4, we're gonna start with a P4 ball and Q-beam sniper to be at absolute min line. This is a blind setup to go for the rough bomb, which I do believe is the best chance we have, even though this par 3 should definitely be considered as a bonus drop in my opinion. I'm looking to do 2 left spin and then 2.3 backspin, which I judge to be 5 clicks of backspin. Adjust is going to be 1-to-1 plus 0.4, and this is going to be the middle angle that has been observed, and in the low wind we're going to do no tweak. There will be some extensive tweaks for this one, as especially when we come to higher winds, it's going to act a little bit different, and we do need to add some overpower with some curl and stuff like that. So this is gonna be a tough one. A great right should be expected to miss the rough. I have been hitting single great rights and still clip the rough, but I also missed the rough with that as well. So it's kind of wind angle dependent. So in the end, it is an aggressive line, but I do believe that comparing that to bounce on the fairway before, the rough is just gonna be a matter of getting the birdie and nothing else, to be honest. So in the end, hole number 4, it is adjustment. If I didn't say that, was 1-to-1 plus 0.4. Get our guide on patreon.com/golfclashtommy. Take your game to the next level with our ultimate tournament text guides for the Sunset Ruins tournament. We are, as usual, doing guides for expert and master division, updating when the wind changes during the rounds, qualifying, opening, and weekend round. In expert and in master, you can play free to play, and you can also play with paid balls. It doesn't really matter what type of player you are. If your intention is to improve your game even more, then sign up and see for yourself. You can combine tournament guides with tour play guides and checkpoint challenge, or just go for tour guides, or just go for checkpoint challenge guides alone. We have something for each and every one, and for every game mode in Golf Clash. So scan the QR code here on the screen, or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy via the link in the description down below. On the drive here on hole number 5, you can play this one with a Wind 5 ball and a Wind 4 ball, and doesn't matter what you're using. We are setting up with QB at max P1 line, and blue ring to be by the rough line on the left, and then we are swapping to a POC and whatever short iron we do prefer. It's either Falcon 7 Plus or it is a Thorn level 9. Adjust max plus 20 P0. And once we have done that for a POC 7 and a POC 8, as we're using 8 topspin, we're not using the 8.1 that a POC 8 has. We're not doing any type of push-up. A POC 6 needs a push-up. A POC 5 is going to have 2 little topspin, which is, when I'm recording this video, we are working on an alternative option as well. Half a ball of left curl. max overpower with a completely slow needle, and we're looking to bounce over the rough there on the right and roll to around 375 yards. When it comes to the second shot with Thorn, we're going to do a bottom white ring pin check also, but here you can see the issue with playing with a P1 ball. We only have 2+ yardage, so here I do go and judge this one as +3 instead of the +2, because we're just slightly short. We do want to have the bottom of the white ring resting at the cup and not overlapping anything. No spin, ball guide lie just into the hole with Thorn, and we're going to pull over the bullseye always, using an adjustment with Thorn that is 68% slider with no elevation, P1 numbers, and that is from +1 and +2. So slightly different than Falcon, and we are going to center the ball and it's perfect. For those of you having Falcon 7 or 8 that want to play with that club instead, then you go and check the Falcon slide and the Falcon videos for the better references. Get our guide on patreon.com/golf-tommy. On the drive here on hole number 6, this is a tough wind, and we're playing down the right hand side. Here we want to use all the topspin that we can together with half a bar of left spin. Using blue ring by the rough line at max P3 wrist with a puck, then we're swapping to a P4 wind 4 ball. We can swap to a wind 5 ball as well if we would like. It doesn't have to be a wind 4 ball. But if you want to use a precision ball, then it's a wind 4 ball. That is the trick. Adjust max +20 P0, and then we are going the max OP. It is a slightly shaky needle, but I've been hitting great on either side, and we're still rolling out on the fairway, looking to be somewhere around 405 yards. On the second shot, what we're going to do is to add 2 right spin, and we're going to add 6.2 top spin. We're now looking to do a very special type of rough bump here, as we're using the top of the yellow ring as our reference, with the ball guideline pointing short of the hole. Now obviously Cat 7 and Cat 5-6 has different yellow ring references, and the reason that is important is because it will help us then when we're looking at the wind angle. So here I do judge this one to be in between blue and yellow zone, and then I do play that one as no tweak completely, as it is such a high wind. However though, this is such a difficult shot to drop consistently, as it's a long distance cat and it's generally around the wind 4 ball range here, as that to allow the precision. It bounces into the roughs, grades are super safe, and it does like this double bounce on the fairway and rolls, getting dead center drop for the albatross here on a very tough hole such as hole number 6. On hole number 7, we're gonna do a very fun play in my opinion. We are going to do a rough bump, but it doesn't look like it. We start with a P0 ball, aligning the second bounce with pin. So we are looking at the second bounce to be at the same line as where the pin stands, being before spin. Then we are setting 1 right spin and 1.8 top spin. And what you can do here is actually set this with a marlin. That will allow you to set the position and the spins very easy. After that, you can swap to any wind 5 ball that you may have. Adjust is 1-to-1 plus 1.8. And I understand that adjusting from such a high view is going to be a bit difficult to be accurate. But no matter what though, a great ball left or right is going to be safe. And the idea here is to clip the first rough, roll down like we do, dead center for the hole-in-one. On the drive here on hole number 8, this is a super tough wind. I kind of forgot when looking at the flyover that this was gonna be this difficult actually. So I had to be innovative, and I'm using the left hand side to do 7 top spin, 2 right spin, setting up with QB at max P0, blue ring by the rough line, swapping to a puck and cat bag. and we are adjusting max plus 20 P0 using 0.8 ball of right curl max OP with a slightly shaky needle with P1 ball, but with P2 plus it's gonna be completely slow. So it's up to you to decide what you want to do. I wanted to create this type of drive so we could play it with P1 at least, because I know a lot of people do have a P1 ball. 353 yards, that's perfect, looking to be around 355, and then now you need to be prepared for a sand bump, and that's not often we do that on a par 4. On the second shot, we are going to do a bottom yellow pin check is what we're going to do with cat 7 and cat 8. Going to be slight overlap for cat 5 and cat 6. We are going to use 5.8 topspin, looking to have being just by the edge of the bunker, ball guideline through the hole. And here is the beauty with cat 5 and cat 6, even though the ball guideline is crap, it's still gonna go through the hole, so you can still use the same type of reference. This is an angle where we're gonna do nothing. We're pulling from the white ring, and what we're pulling is that we're using 100% slider, which is max P2 number, and that is from +2 and +3 when it comes to the bottom yellow ring pin check. Perfect ball it is, and it goes into the bunker, rolls up nicely, and dropping dead center for the eagle here on hole number 8 with a very tough wind. For hole number 9, and we're starting at P3 max rest. It does not show on the replay as it is a replay glitch standard when you do swap ball. So white ring by the rough line at max P3 rest. 3.2 top spin and 1 left spin. Adjust 1-to-1 with a poke 8, which is max plus 20 P0. And then once we have adjusted, we are just going to center the ball and hit perfect. Have in mind that if you do want to play with a P2 ball and not a P3 ball, then you swap ball after you have made your adjustment, not before. Center the ball, we're looking to get to around 375 yards, which will be a perfect range for us. So we're not taking any risks here. After testing loads of different type of aggressive approaches, I felt this one in the end gave the best result. On the second shot, we're going to do 1 backspin and 1 right spin. So we're setting that first. Then we're going to find position, which is going to be with the ball guideline 2 green squares short of the pin. You can see it like that, and it should obviously be in line with pin. Adjustment is going to be from +7 and +8. We play 1-to-1 plus 0.3. So here with a +6 yardage, we are playing 8.3 rings. This is the do nothing angle. So we are just going to make the adjustment. We're pulling from the white ring. Then last piece of the puzzle, we're adding underpower. It's going to be circle break underpower, and this to compensate to not coming too hot. Hole number 9, definitely a makeable one, but as like at least hole 6, they are tough par 5s, and it requires full focus and great execution. Thank you so much everybody for watching this playthrough for Master Division with various win for the Sunset Ruins tournament here in Golf Clash the game. Scan the QR code here on the screen or go directly to patreon.com/golfclashtommy. You do have the link in the description down below for our premium guides. Thank you once again for watching. I wish you the best of luck in your Golf Clash game.